Yo guys, what's going on? So it's Lee, and today I'm going to be doing another Canon 77D guide. This time I'm going to show you how to use the time-lapse function and get great looking time lapses from your camera. So the 77D makes it super easy to make time-lapse videos. All you need to do is go into the video mode and open up your menu and find the time-lapse submenu. It's under the first menu and on the fifth submenu. Now all you need to do is click enable. And that's the time-lapse mode enabled. If we go back to our live view, we can now see the screen has changed a little, but we'll come back to that in a little bit as there are a few settings you can play with to fine-tune how your time-lapse turns out. If you go back to the time-lapse menu, you can see we have the number of shots and interval. These are the two main settings you can adjust that will affect how your time-lapse looks. Number of shots means basically how many pictures the camera will take in total to make the time-lapse, and the interval is the time between each picture is taken. Both of these will affect how long the time-lapse actually is when it's finished and how long the time-lapse will take to shoot. And you can see this on the camera menu. It will tell you how long the final video will be and how long it will actually take to shoot, which is very useful. I'd recommend experimenting with these settings to find out what works best for your particular situation. We can see as well we have settings for auto exposure. I would personally leave this on fixed first frame as I like to have the time-lapse having a consistent exposure throughout. And then the last two settings are not as important, they're pretty much self-explanatory, but LCD auto off is basically the LCD display will turn off when the time-lapse is shooting, and beep as image taken basically means a beep will sound each time an image is captured, so you can turn these off or on as you prefer. So once you have those settings dialed in, you can back to your live view, and all you need to do from here is dial in your exposure settings, so your shutter speed, aperture and ISO. And once you've got that as you want, you can set your camera up in position. I'd recommend using a tripod as you want your video to be as steady as possible, and your camera is going to be setting for a long period of time, so you want it to be as steady as possible. And that's pretty much it. You can hit the record button and start, and once it's completed, the camera will automatically stop. And once the time-lapse has started, you can see on the LCD screen the number of shots left to give you a rough idea of where you're at. So now that you've followed all these steps guys, you should have an awesome looking time-lapse that is simple and easy to do in your camera. So guys, hope you enjoyed this little tutorial on the Canon 77D. As always, leave a comment below if you'd like to see any other tutorials on something in particular, and I'll do my best to cover it. So guys, hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, hit the subscribe button for more, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.